Good day everyone. Today I am going to explain about two prominent places in India which are the Gateway of India and the India Gate. The names may be sounding similar but they are situated in different places. Let me first explain about the India Gate. Children, do you know where it is located? Yes, the India Gate is located in the capital city of our country, which is New Delhi. Now, we are having a look as an aerial view of the India Gate, the War Memorial and its adjacent places which includes a large children's park. India Gate is one of the places in India which is visited by the tourists all around the year. This is also considered as a place of remembrance which displays the strength of Indian armed forces, namely the Indian Army, Navy, and the Air Force. There is also an exhibit of various wars fought and participated by Indian armed forces. Now, I will explain why and when it was built. The monument was built in the year 1917 on the memory of 70,000 soldiers of the British Indian Army who sacrificed their life in the First World War, which happened between 1914 and 1918. Since it was built to honor the soldiers, it was called as the War Memorial. Following the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1972, a structure with a reversed rifle capped by a war helmet bounded by four eternal flames was built beneath the archway. This structure is called as the Amar Jawan Jyoti, which means flames of immortal soldier. Children, immortal means everlasting and doesn't have an end. India Gate is one of the largest war memorials in India, and every Republic Day the Prime Minister of India visits the gate to pay respect to the Amar Jawan Jyoti, post which the Republic Day parade starts. India Gate was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens, who is the designer of modern Delhi. The structure is 42 meters in height and 30 feet long. If you go and visit the War Memorial, you can see the India Gate as well as the names of the soldiers inscribed who have sacrificed their precious life for our country. We saw the India Gate and the adjacent War Memorial in New Delhi. Now let us move to the next, which is the Gateway of India. The Gateway of India is in the western side of the country and located in the capital city of Maharashtra, which is Mumbai, and overlooks the Arabian Sea as you can see in the aerial view. This is another arc-shaped monument built in early 20th century to celebrate the arrival of King Emperor George V and Queen Empress Mary, the British first monarch. to arrive in India from England. At their time of their visit, the structure was not completely built and a cardboard structure was used to welcome them. This monument is also referred as the jewel in the crown by the historians. The construction started in the year 1913 and the monument was opened to the public in the year 1924. The structure is 26 meters in height, made of basalt, and was built in Gujarati architectural style. After its construction, the gateway was used as a symbolic ceremonial entrance to British India for important colonial personnel. The gateway is also the monument from where the last British troops left India in 1948 following the Indian independence. There are four turrets on the structure of the gateway and there are steps constructed behind the arc of the gateway which lead to the Arabian Sea. This looks like an entrance, a gateway which allows the travelers who travel through boats or ferries to enter the city of Mumbai. It is located on the waterfront at an angle opposite the Taj Mahal Palace and Tower Hotel and opposing the Arabian Sea. The cost of the construction was 21 lakhs. The Gateway of India symbolizes the architectural excellence of Indian culture which could be seen portrayed in the monument. The Elephanta Festival of Music and Dance has been started recently to celebrate in this great historic place. Today, the monument is among the prime tourist attractions in Mumbai. Everyone, we saw two great historic places of India and their significance. Hope this presentation helped you to know more about these places. Thank you.